Do you think you have free will?
Oh, for fuck.
To an extent.
To what extent?
I would like to think that I do. Even without going into all of this crazy conspiracy and simulation stuff, I think my level of free will is extremely limited because of my socialization.
Okay,
and because of the media and the, everything that I consume.
I mean, generally, as a human, is there such a thing as free will?
Are you saying, is it my choice right now to pick up the mug of tea?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I think it is.
But where did you actively just decide to pick that up, or was that just a thought that arose in your mind based on what your brain perceived, and you had that thought in your head?
I suppose what could have happened is that someone sent me an order through my antenna.
Okay, let me do a different experiment.
Then I picked up the tea.
Please close your eyes.
Yes, I like this.
And now think of 3 movies.
Oh no.
Do you guys have 3 movies?
Yep.
Okay, what are your 3 movies, Liam?
Why should I tell you?
Because he's going to say, I knew that's what
You're just going to say, I knew you were thinking
it's
about that.
It's like a magic card trip.
No. Just let me know your 3 movies.
Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and The Terminator, because I didn't want to think of Return of the King.
Nice. What about you, Sophie?
I feel like I'm going to have proven Manu's point. And my 3 movies that I settled on were The Departed, Titanic, and Gangs of New York.
Okay.
I was going down a very heavy Leonardo DiCaprio thought. But I have to admit that during my thought process, as I was scrambling my head for movies, Lord of the Rings did come up.
So
it's because we've spoken about it recently, though.
Did you have the freedom to choose another movie? You know many movies. Did you have the freedom, for example, to choose Ariel while you were thinking about it? Or did that thought just not occur to you?
It did, because at first I went, I'm just going to go full trilogy, but then I went, no, I don't want to do the last one. Slot in a different film. I believe I chose.
And you thought of Ariel, the Little Mermaid?
After thinking about it. I didn't think of the Little Mermaid.
Exactly.
I rarely do.
But you know that movie.
I'm aware of many films.
So were you free to choose any movie, really? Or were you just free to choose whatever your brain was throwing at you when you were shouting, give me movie names?
I didn't shout that, you did. Are we still having our eyes closed?
You can open your eyes.
I keep opening mine, but then you have yours eyes closed, so I keep closing mine, and then open and close. This is all very confusing.
Do you get the point I'm trying to make, though? Like,
somewhat.
So you're saying that our brain is restricting our free will, though?
I'm saying there is no free will. I'm saying your brain just throws you thoughts, and you act on those thoughts, and you identify with those thoughts.
What controls our brain?
Your neurons. I mean, your brain makes a choice, but not your subjective experience.
What's the difference between our brain making a choice and me making a choice?
That your subjective experience is not the same as your thoughts. Like, you're identifying with your thoughts. Your brain throws you an image of Lord of the Rings, and you're like, I just thought of Lord of the Rings. Which you didn't. You're like, it just popped up. It just appeared in consciousness.
So you're saying that our brain and our subjective experience are that so separated from each other, and we can be so distinct from each other, and it's not like our brain and our subjective experiences are much more closely intertwined?
I guess. I'm not sure what you said there. What I'm saying is that if you really pay attention to your thoughts, you can realize that your brain and your body does things on their own. Like, you can just sit back and, observe your thoughts and what you're doing. Like, why are you right now not thinking of the pink elephant, for example, right?
Don't do the pink elephant example.
Okay, let's do the experiment again. Like, close your eyes again for another minute.
Oh, God. Yeah.
1 minute this time.
Yes, and now, okay, I'm
Let
going
us
to ask
know
you...
when we can open them this time.
Yes, I will.
My eyes
I will.
closed the entire time.
Liam's just like constantly closing his eyes now. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, I'm going to ask you again to come up with something. But this time, I want you to pay attention to where the ideas you have for an answer are coming from. Please name me one One Piece character. And now observe the process at which your brain is throwing different images and memories at you. And your own thoughts are like, oh, Luffy, but Luffy is too obvious a choice. I could think of any character. I could think of Buggy.
But I did that in the first round when I chose the films and then like went back on my thought process.
Yeah, but now I want you to pay not attention to the character. I want you to pay attention to the thoughts popping up and the images popping up in your head and where those are coming from and where they are going when you move on to the next character.
I know, I stopped after the first one.
At this point in my head, I've got Eeyore popping up in my head from Winnie the Pooh. So I don't know if I'm doing this experiment right.
So did you ask for one character or a One Piece character?
One Piece character, yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Well, you can open your eyes. Basically, in case you're interested, this is like one exercise you can do to like introduce people to mindfulness practice, which is kind of a form of meditation. So it's about noticing, that thoughts just arise and then, vanish again. And we, in our everyday lives all the time, identify with our thoughts and think we're the thinker of our thoughts, but you can notice that there is actually no thinker there. You're just, things are just arising in consciousness.
That's wonderful.
I suppose it's a really interesting question about how brains work.
I thought of Zoro because I have a big statue.
I like Zoro because he has swords.
I thought of Eeyore, so
Yeah.
there you go.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, from the Pooh Pirates.
I did feel a bit attacked when you said Luffy, because Luffy definitely did come up, and it was like, Luffy, oh no, that's too obvious. Wait, Kobe, and then it went Zoro, so I realized that.
And then
I was
Eeyore,
just going
he'll
from the
never guess
beginning.
that's
Yeah.
my One Piece
Exactly.
character.
My favorite One Piece character. Yeah, but where did that thought come from? Did you freely choose Winnie the Pooh?
But this is the question, right? Would you not argue that it's because of whatever subjective experience you had, stored those memories into your brain, which then your brain feeds back to you?
Yes, but
at a
did
later point.
your brain feeds it back to you? Of course, your brain is like, you are the product of all your experiences and all your genetics in this moment right now. Mm-hmm. But do you have access right now to all the memories and thoughts that your brain might throw at you the next moment?
In some capacity, because I am the keeper of my brain, am I not?
I mean, food for thought. I don't think I can I can bring you guys to
I mean,
enlightenment.
the way you're making it
in
sound
20
right now
minutes.
is like, do you have access to all of the files on your computer, even though they're not all open in front of you right now? Like, they're still there. You just need to, like, click on them and go through some folders.
I mean, your thoughts are still there. I'm just saying you're not actively producing your thoughts. They're just appearing.
But I don't know how much more we want to go into
No,
this.
we should probably not. I think we probably already lost a bunch of people here.
It's starting to feel like a culty seminar.
We've got our tinfoil
With the
hats
hats and everything.
Liam's got
Close
his
your
eyes
eyes.
closed, he's meditating.
It's very
I'm going,
important
Eeyore,
you two
Eeyore.
have now sex with me on this temple floor.
You have no free will. Once you get that out of them, it's, all gravy.
No, but I generally, like, jokes
Free
aside,
terrain.
that is the core of mindfulness practice, in case you're interested in meditation.
Sophie,
It
get
does
us back
explain
on
why
track.
I'm so bad at meditation, because my brain throws out weird donkeys, crazy, sad donkeys out of nowhere. I've always been bad at meditation. But okay, yes. Conspiracy. All right, well, that one really threw me off. I don't know how keen I am going to be going back to meditation after this exercise.
The title
take
of
me a
that
while.
highlight was Manu Starts a Cult.
Do you have free will now? No? Great, then take off your pants, please.